Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving into something we all see literally every single day, but maybe don't think too much about. The humble and yet sometimes infuriating cookie banner. You know the feeling, right? You land on a new website, this huge box pops up, and there's a big, bright, shiny accept all button just calling your name, while all the other options kind of fade into the background. Sound familiar? Well, if you've ever felt that little nudge of frustration, you are definitely not alone. And a lot of the time, that feeling is completely by design. So let's get into it. We're going to break down the most common mistakes companies are making and, more importantly, how to actually do it right. All right, so first things first, it is so important to understand that these banners, they're not just some legal checkbox you have to tick. Getting them wrong is a massive deal for any business.
I mean, look at this. A bad banner can land you in some serious legal hot water with laws like GDPR, but honestly, the damage goes way beyond just fines. It chips away at user trust, it damages your brand's reputation, and it just creates a terrible first impression for anyone visiting your site.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Your cookie banner is literally one of the very first things a person sees. It's your digital handshake. It's a golden opportunity to start that relationship off on the right foot by showing them you respect their privacy from the second they arrive.
Okay, so what exactly are these mistakes we keep talking about? Let's go on a little tour. Think of this as a field guide to the most common and most problematic cookie banners that you'll find out there in the wild.
Ah, the classic. We have all seen this one a million times. Notice it's a statement, not a choice. And that, right there, is a huge red flag. So here's the deal. This whole approach is called implied consent. And the thing is, just scrolling around on a website does not count as giving clear, informed permission. Modern privacy laws are super clear on this. Consent has to be a real, deliberate action. So this just doesn't cut it. And then you have this gem. This is a perfect example of what designers call a dark pattern. It's basically a design trick. Companies make accepting cookies the super easy, obvious path while hiding the reject button or making you click through 3 different menus to say no. They are totally banking on you just giving up and taking the easy way out. Then, of course, there's the language. I mean, just listen to this. Persistent third-party tracking cookies for behavioral targeting. Seriously, who talks like that? Who actually knows what that means unless you're a privacy lawyer?
Exactly. This kind of super technical jargon doesn't help people understand anything. It just confuses them, maybe even intimidates them. Instead of building any kind of trust, it just makes people suspicious. It's like asking someone to sign a legal contract they can't possibly read.
And believe me, the list just keeps going. You've got sites that will still drop tracking cookies on you even after you've explicitly said no, or banners that just completely take over the whole screen on your phone. And don't get me started on the ones that link to a cookie policy that was written 5 years ago. It is a really widespread problem. Okay, enough of the doom and gloom. The good news is, fixing all of this isn't rocket science. So let's flip this around and look at the blueprint for a banner that's actually compliant and user-friendly.
When you get right down to it, it really boils down to these 4 simple rules. You've got to give users a genuine choice. You need to use plain, simple language. You have to make saying no just as easy as saying yes. And probably most important of all, you have to actually respect whatever decision they make.
So here's what that looks like in the real world. The wrong way is to have a bunch of pre-ticked boxes basically assuming you're okay with everything. The right way is to have all the non-essential stuff turned off by default. The user has to actively choose to opt in, not struggle to figure out how to opt out.
And that same idea applies to the language. Instead of all that confusing jargon, why not just be straight with people? Explain why you're using cookies in a way that makes sense, telling people it helps you understand how the site is used. That builds transparency right away.
This one is so important.
The accept and reject buttons should look the same. Same size, same color, same everything. It shouldn't be a visual trick. I mean, regulators are specifically calling for this, but beyond the rules, it's just respectful, isn't it?
And that really brings us to the final and I think most critical point here. This isn't just about tech or legal stuff. At its core, this whole conversation is about people.
Ultimately, this is the goal. This is the whole point. Every single decision you make about your website's cookie banner should be guided by this one principle. Are you respecting the user? And are you doing things that will earn their trust, not just demand it? So maybe we should try to reframe this. Let's stop thinking about the cookie banner as this annoying hurdle that we have to force people to jump over. What if we thought of it as the beginning of a conversation about data, privacy, and respect?
Because when it's done well, your banner sends this incredibly powerful and immediate message. It tells every single person who visits your site, hey, we value your privacy, and we are committed to being transparent with you. And in today's world, man, that message is absolutely invaluable.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Before a user ever reads your big headline or sees your cool product, your cookie banner speaks to them. So, what is your website's first word? Is it a word of control and confusion, or is it a word of respect and trust?